Hey, and welcome back to Dredge, and what is likely going to be the finale of the game. Today we are visiting our good old friend the Collector again. It's been some time, like some weeks actually, since we last really did that. Wait, I can just use the portal. I don't actually have to go over there. It has been some time just because we've been spending so much time on the DLCs recently. Understandably so, right? And last time we were here, we did learn that once I start this quest line, the game's not going to be saving. So I'm assuming that there's going to be like a quest line, a short one. I'm assuming, hopefully enough for one whole episode, because otherwise it's going to be kind of silly. And afterwards, we will see. Right, like I still want to 100% this game. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna use up all my research parts that I have. I should have like 3, just so we have them, right? Like now we have everything. Oh look, another achievement. I still don't know why the achievement suddenly started popping up. This is so new. Research all rods, yeah. This has not happened before. I don't know what suddenly changed today. GOG update, I don't know. In any case, I still want to do 100%, but it's going to be, as I mentioned, more of a stream thing. I just want to yap with like people while I'm doing like the fishing mini game. Something like that, instead of like sitting around here for hours just, you know, dredging everything up. But in any case, we are done here. Let's check our storage. I don't think I can store a lot of stuff. I can store you. I can store you over here and you, and we have enough space. We are not fully upgraded technically. We could get more engines if we really wanted to. But again, this is like something for 100%. It's not that important. Let's check out our pursuits. There's still some core pursuits. Apparently I found everything at least. There's a figure in gold, in purple. I'm gonna click that one so it's gone. There's the stone tablets and the figure in red. And the rare fish that we have not found. Like, we have not found all of them, and we have also not talked to the merchant on the pontoon about that. That's like something we are going to do again in the 100%. Today we're going to ignore all of that. Apparently it's not a pursuit to finish. Oh, I have everything I need. It's interesting that this sounds, well, it's like count as collected. I'm just gonna click everything so the notification finally disappears. It has been bothering me for so long, but I was also too late to fix it. Anyway, Ruined Mansion. What is it? What about the Book of Years? Let's have like one final conversation with the Collector. You know, it's been quite some time. It's probably been like 50 in-game days at this point. Which book? This one here? The wry grin. He pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to be said of Histories of the Grey Isles. It's quite a chore. And don't play dumb, you know which book I mean. Play dumb. Your hypocrisy is varying. I suppose we must go through the rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead, ask us. Where did you get it? A sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically, like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Whose wife is it though? Is it my wife or your wife? I still feel like it's probably related to the notes that we had found like since the beginning of the game. Who? You wanted to forget? Begged me. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Well then, give me the book. I can just fix it, right? I hear words hanging in the space between. You won't change a thing. The book is ours. But I'm a fisherman. I probably have like strong fisherman arms. I could just take it. You take a step closer through the crackling room. The Collector lurches forward in response. What can you possibly hope to achieve? I just want to have the book. You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the Collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. Well, I kinda expected something similar. Yeah, there were some notes about that before. You're pathetic. The book of the deep is in your hands. Understand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I know how to bring her back. It's all right there on the pages. And now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. We can undo everything. Undo what you did. Well, I might be able to. Oh, I didn't pick it up like that. Well, we can talk again, right? I guess I am ready. Bring the mirror. We must make one final voyage. This time I will be with you. I guess I am ready. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be safe from this point onwards. You wish to continue. Yes. Also, I really love that they're making this wide as like this really system notification. This is like such a small detail, I guess, but you know, a lot of people don't read. This is something I've learned about like the many years that I have played games and watched people play games. People don't read. I don't even read while I'm reading stuff, you know. Warning, one more time. Your progress will not be saved. From this point onwards, are you sure you wish to continue? I guess so. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Waiting for the right time. I guess midnight? It was quite late. 1 AM. Now, our destination is the open expanse to the west of Greater Marrow. It's marked on the map. We must not tarry on the open waters, not with such a significant cargo. Make haste. His shape disappears from the mirror. A chill rises in your body as you turn to leave. The collector is with you. And with that, we move. Okay, how long does the fog... Okay, I kinda expected something like that. Time, it stands still. No, I am not 100% sure what that means for me. I do just go... I mean, they did say the open expanse, right? I wouldn't be too surprised if I met some friends along the way. But for now, let's just stay near here. Look at that. Look at the skull. I like the skull. Such a friendly face to see in the waters. And with that, there's only the light. And nothing between us. Nothing following us. I hope. As always, let's make haste. One last step. Are we really ready? I guess we are. We have to bring her back. Ooh, I love the the image in the window. This is the place. This is where she was taken from us. And where we can at least, or at last, bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. You open the book. Its pages are frosted with ice, and a chill mist rises around your fingers. You begin to read aloud. To release a lost one, frozen in time. You throw the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep. You throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. You throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. You slot the key into the lock of the music box. And lay the weary world to rest. You throw the music box overboard. Its key left unturned. I guess we did find a use for the relics. I don't like this though. Oh, so. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Were those eyes? And with that, released not only her, but whatever it was. Was it worth it? Maybe. As long as we made some money. No, but seriously. I mean, it was a lot shorter as like a final quest than what I expected. But, you know, the mist sure rolled in and destroyed it all. I kinda really hope that we can see like all of the places now, not just the Greater Marrow. Was it worth it? Well, that's a question, right? I guess to our fishermen it was. You know, I did kinda suspect things that we were at the collector quite a lot earlier, right? Like there was the lighthouse keeper who always kinda was suspicious of us. But I guess we actively made ourselves forget so we wouldn't be recognized, because we seem to be, you know, at fault for everything that happened here. But, you know... Ooh. New Zealand bird songs and calls. Interesting that you got them from there, I guess. But yeah, it was like a lovely little game. I enjoyed my time, like I did talk about this slightly before, like when we were still in the DLC, that I really enjoyed like the base game. I thought like the DLCs, to my taste at least, they kind of added like a bit too much to the game, in the sense that, just like playtime wise, right? Like, they added some moments to it. I think like people who really want to have like a more casual experience, right? Like I'm not that much of a casual gamer, right? I mean like casual gameplay in the sense that people who really enjoy like, for example, the fishing mini game and just like the day-to-day to get that stuff. I feel like for them, the Iron Rig especially, just revisiting all the places and you know, having some tasks there is probably really fun. But like for me, it was like kind of just going through the motions at a certain point. And that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy my time, right? Like, it still is a fun experience like that. And especially, and that sounds like really weird, I yap so much during these episodes. Like, for example, right now. Like, I cannot hear the music while I'm talking. And this is like by design, right? Like, this is how I record, because I like to focus on what I'm talking about. And if I'm focusing on something else, I'm just gonna be completely trailing off, even more than I usually do. But like in the last episode, when I was like getting everything ready for the upgrades, I spent a lot of time just listening, and it vastly improved like the atmosphere. Like the atmosphere in this game is still great, right? Like all of the mysterious things that you can find, very lovely. I enjoyed that, and especially in the beginning, like I was, you know, outright spooked in the beginning, especially because I didn't really understand what I should be expecting in this game, and I feel like this is the best way to experience it. That doesn't change the fact that at least by the time I rechecked the Twisted Strands, like all of that spook factor was basically gone. Like, don't get me wrong, I was still surprised at times, right? Like when we saw the, I guess the owner of the second forkhorn, like the anglerfish. That was quite a surprise when I first met that one, and then like all of the pirate ships that for some reason I never noticed before. Stuff like that. Not outright like spooky, but definitely interesting, right? Like the game still had like things to show me. But it also had like kind of the weird thing where I guess there oftentimes wasn't a real climax to the quest lines. That's probably how I would put it, right? Like I am so used to have like some final boss battle or so in games. I'm not saying that this is a fault of this game. It's just something I am so used to. And then every single quest line is basically, oh yeah, you added in the fish, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's kind of done. Except for the Twisted Strands, where you kind of had like a showdown, right? Like with the beast. But otherwise, it's like, for example, even in the DLC, right? Like the Pale Reach, I mentioned that, where I felt like after I had like all of the pieces, it felt like something should have happened, and that was just kind of it. Right, like it kind of just ended, and same with like the serpent in the Gay Cliffs, where it was like, oh, there's like the big serpents, but did you even need to interact with it? I feel like you could literally ignore it completely. Like the only reason why I even saw it was because I was like curious about like what to expect. Funnily enough, I thought like the other serpent, like in the ocean, was like a lot spookier. Or like not spookier necessarily. Like I was really surprised by the serpent, just because like the camera was also really weird. Which, weirdly enough, I'm gonna note as a positive. Like it was a weird camera position, right? Like and the way it was shaking around, but it also made the whole situation more frantic, which weirdly enough added to the atmosphere. Even though it would like normally, like weird camera would have normally been more of a critique, but it kind of worked in that case. But like the other serpent was like scary in a way, but then again I was also open in the open sea and I was kind of used to everything already. Which I also mentioned, like I kind of, while it is kind of sad that the game kind of lost, to me at least, the spook factor, I'm gonna call it. That doesn't mean that it didn't thematically fit, right? Like we were kind of a stranger in this world in the beginning, and over time we kind of just accepted the weirdness, and it kind of just became like the normalcy for wherever we went, that there was like something weird. And I feel like this worked, how do you put it, like ludonarratively. That's a word, but it kind of worked, and I kind of like that. Still, though, it does mean that, like, just because where it happened for me, right? Like, it happened for me, like, at the halfway point of, like, the base game. I think that was, like, a fitting point. But it did mean that both of the DLCs were basically not spooky at all. And, like, the atmosphere somewhat suffered because of that, right? Like, I was just playing around with, like, was it a narwhal? The weird narwhal in the Pale Reach. And I guess the whole goop didn't really matter that much in the Iron Rig. I know that there's technically one last DLC that I didn't get. To my understanding, was it like Black Isle Key or whatever the DLC is called? I couldn't look it up, it's not that important. Apparently just adds something, like some more components, but doesn't add like a quest line or anything like that, which is why I ignored it. Right, like I didn't really feel like I never really needed it. I am ignoring most of the equipment already. I kinda am curious about how I'm going to feel about this game once I 100% it. As I mentioned, going to be like a stream thing. Most likely, I feel like I don't need to sit around like just catching and then like cutting everything together. Yeah, I could talk about like random topics, but it's more fun to talk like with people while fishing, I guess. I feel like it's like how real fisher we will do it anyway. Also, and this is something I mentioned when I installed like the DLCs. I don't have the title screen, or I have not seen the title screen for the Pale Reach, but I really like the soundtrack in this one. I don't know if there's like a setting I could change. Maybe display. I like it when you can switch. Just checking if there's like anything. I like it when you can switch how the main menu looks, for example, but I don't think I can do that. Because I would be curious, like I might look it up for myself how the Pale Reach, because that one came out first, title screen looked like. Maybe that also had like a really cool soundtrack. But I really like this one. I like the energy in this one, and I also like how this looks, and again, like thematically, I guess not necessarily thematically, but like the visual style of the game I also quite enjoyed. And, you know, the audio cues that I actually got to hear while yapping, really great. And again, like I feel like if to certain people this game is going to stay spooky longer, to certain it's not going to be spooky for long, comparatively to me. And you know, there was like a lot to do, but like at the end of the day, it's like all kind of connected to the fishing mini game, which I mentioned this before. It's basically the same. Like it has like a new coat of paint every single time, but it's basically just click the button at the right timing. More or less, right? Like, and I'm not gonna fault the game for that, that's fine. I mentioned that if you're tracking the fishing minigame series, then that's fine. Also, I can probably just continue, right? Like, if I'm here, I should probably just stay... Yeah, I'm here. That's fine. I kind of expect that I could just continue playing afterwards. There's still a lot of goop, for example. we could probably get some of that to make some canisters. I mean, we do know that we can technically still get some upgrades over here, which is important. Like, there's still stuff to do. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if I got like 100% in this game. I enjoyed my time enough. I just don't feel like I need to make like multiple episodes on me just fishing. So the next episode, bonus episode, I'm just gonna stream it, and I might cut it together. I might just link to the stream, like the VOD recording, once that happens. But overall, again, very enjoyable game. I did like it overall, and again, especially the base game. I feel like the base game definitely kept or like held up until the end. While the DLCs, like I feel like the DLCs are also in itself fun. It's just like, you know, I just played like through the base game, and then I added like more content. And if you really like the content of the base game, you're going to enjoy the DLCs. This is kind of how I feel about it. Also, I'm gonna move away from here. Is there like some better soundtrack? Maybe the Marrows they can just listen to. It's probably nicer, right? I definitely didn't have like all of the conversations here, and now that I've done everything, I might actually sell some treasure. I just want to see how rich I can get over time. Stuff like that, have some fun. But yeah, overall, again, enjoyable experience. I definitely do not regret it. I don't even regret playing the DLCs, even though I do think that they kind of added like a little bit too much playtime for my liking. That doesn't mean that I did not enjoy my time with them. I just feel like I enjoyed them not quite on the level that I did the base game. That's how I would put it. And especially like totally on a different level. Because again, like I did not take the spooks at that point seriously. I feel like the only time I got like spooked in both of those games was when or like the DLCs, when I encountered the serpent in the middle of the ocean. Which, you know, that was something. But yeah, there are like some things I still want to test out as well. Also, there are like things like that still confuse me. Like, there were people talking about the photograph, like the photographer. I don't know why it took so long to remember that word. The photographer. Like, they were mentioned really early into the game, and I've not met them until the Pale Reach. I don't know. Are they just hanging around somewhere and I missed them? I mean, I'm gonna figure it out at some point. Maybe I could have talked to them before, because I was just kind of confused, which is also why I was so confused about like the builder as well, because apparently they were both interested in like the same island, but then again, it's been like 2 or so months. Like, I started recording this game in October. It's now Christmas, basically. Not just basically, it's like the 25th where I'm recording this. So anyway, still, again, fun game. I'm gonna stream this again just to 100% it. I feel like this is quite doable. I'm actually not sure how far into the encyclopedia am I. I have discovered around half, which makes sense. Like, there are some aberrations I've not found, but we have like all the tools to make this a lot easier now. And there are also like some rare fish that I need to find, and also we have the quests, like the tablets, for example. Isn't there like the one... And it's like one thing that I'm still kind of confused about. There was not a castaway. The mine suckers should have been like around here, right? Like, we met the guy, and they basically said, hey, I would still like to see all of the dog tags, right? Like that were lost. And apparently there was like a quest about... I thought it was like a quest about it. Maybe I did actually get all of the stuff. Also, I'd like the lost dog, yeah. I am confused. I guess the quest just isn't here. Mortar pieces, yeah. You have the castaway, yeah. Like, we have done basically all the quests. I guess just the stone tablets now, which I obviously remember because there was like a trader for that. I am gonna be completely honest. Like, in the stream, I'm going to sell like treasure because I need space. It's been quite something. I just thought it was like a fun additional challenge to kind of limit myself to so little space, in a way. But otherwise, yeah. Agree to the deal. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, there were like some interesting quests here. I'm just really confused by the fact that I don't see the one quest I'm thinking about. Because this is not the one, right? Like the steel point, the package, we did one. There's just dredging equipment. Yeah, and the rest is here, so I'm kind of just confused. Anyway, we still have like a few quests to do and then just fishing, right? Like a lot of fishing, and there are probably some achievements I have not gotten. Maybe I'm gonna look at the list. Apparently GOG now shows them. I don't know why they were not recorded before and why they showed up today. It's a Christmas miracle. I don't know. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the series, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time in the next series. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.